Hello and welcome everyone to Cafe. I'm Carissa Clark.
And I'm Clarence Reynolds. It is great to be back with you to share all of the fun and exciting events happening this week.
So let's start off with the Orlando Science Center. Crystal had the opportunity to visit to check out that life exhibit.
It's amazing.
It is amazing. Check it out.
This is the Life exhibit at the Orlando Science Center. It is the largest and most comprehensive exhibit that they have ever attempted, and it tells the story of our planet through the animals who inhabit it in 3 different ecosystems. And to tell us more about the animal story is Jenny Bowles, who is the animal care manager here at the Orlando Science Center. And we are here now in the swamp. Of course, we're in Florida, so we know what goes with the swamp. We've got alligators, we've got turtles. Tell us what people can expect here in the swamp.
Yeah, so the Life exhibit has 3 separate areas. We have the swamp, the ocean, and the rainforest. But the really great part about the swamp is it allows you to get closer to the wildlife that's in your own backyard here in Florida that is there, but you might not be completely aware of. Learning more about them and what role we play in making sure that they're taken care of in our backyards.
So in the swamp, we've got, the superstars. You got to have some alligators and turtles.
Yes.
What else can people see here in the swamp, which is very unique?
Yes, yeah, absolutely. So we have 5 gators that are in our gator pool here. We also have 5 different species of aquatic turtles, including one very large snapping turtle, red-eared sliders, yellow-bellied sliders, all cohabitating together so that you can see how they would work together in an actual environment out in the wild.
Yeah, I noticed earlier I saw an alligator under the heat lamp on top of a turtle.
Yes.
I've never seen that before, but that's what you're going to see here.
They stack, they share food, definitely moving around exactly like they would in the wild is exactly what you're going to experience here. And we make sure that all of their needs are provided. You're seeing their heat lamps, their UV lamps, because they're obviously not getting that direct sunlight in here like they would outside.
Yeah.
So everything's provided and you get to see how they would normally behave.
You've done a great job. And then the squirrels, we experience squirrels in different ways here in Florida.
Correct.
But you have something very unique and special with that exhibit.
We do. So we have 2 squirrels that are over here. The squirrels are actually the only animal here that are not native to Florida. They are native to islands that are off the coast of China. They are called Prevost squirrels. But we have an entire system that runs above your head, so those squirrels can be running around. You can see how quick they are. You can see the way that they move. You can watch out for other things that they do. But it's a really interactive exhibit. It's a lot of fun to see how they move through things.
And then around the corner from the squirrels, we also have the very mysterious owls.
Burrowing owls, yep, another animal that you can find in your backyard, but they're one of the most fascinating animals to me because you can find them in super cold temperatures. They can thrive in really hot temperatures. So they do perfectly all over Florida, but they actually do burrow into the ground and they live here in like the grassy land areas of Florida. Yes, we have 2 of them over there.
That's fascinating. And you normally can't get up close like that with owls. So that's
you
really
cannot, no. So those are animals that are really reclusive. They keep to themselves. So to be able to see them and then get that close to them and how they work, it's pretty fascinating.
Awesome.
Yeah.
So why don't we go get up close with some more creatures
Sounds good.
in the ocean. So we're going to go to the ocean now. We are now here in the ocean, and I love the fact, Jenny, that when you walk into this exhibit, you start to become transported with the music and the lights, and then you're here in front of this gigantic tank.
It's very immersive. You literally walk downwards on a ramp, and then you end up in front of our large shark tank here with all of these beautiful fish that you can find in the oceans around the Florida area. You go around the corner and we have a coral tank that's at a level for kids so they can see it. You can get down on the level with your children. We also have a touch tank with all of our aquatic inverts that people can actually get in there and be completely involved in getting to know how they feel and how they move when you're interacting with them.
So I saw one of the sharks in here.
Yes.
You're actually going to be able to have people like in the zoo. You can actually get inside of here and teach and talk to students about it.
Correct, yeah. Our intention is that when we have to do all of our husbandry for the tank, we will be snorkeling inside the tank. Our team will be trained to do that. We'll do shark feeds from the upper platform up here so that we can do programming and talk to people about the sharks and about our reefs and our oceans that are around the state of Florida. So we'll have a lot of keeper interactions when we're in here.
I also love that you are learning about the ocean when
Yes.
you're in here, and you're learning not just the names of some of these fish and the species, you're learning about the importance of the coral reefs. You're learning about some ways that you, as just a human in this world, can get along with the sea creatures.
Yeah, we really have very thoughtful signage that's all over the exhibit that people can read and learn about. This is another beautiful environment that we're lucky enough here in Florida to exhibit. We're surrounded by the oceans, so it's another thing that we learn about how we impact it, how we benefit from it, and how those things combine together, how we work together to make that all, coexist. So
The touch tank has to be one of your more popular
For sure.
exhibits, and people can really get up close. I see a lobster in there,
Yep.
a sea cucumber,
correct,
crabs.
yep, starfish, yeah, a bunch of different types of inverts. The reality is there is studies that have been done on the fact that somebody can go to a zoo and they can see these beautiful exotic animals, but if they're far away from them, they get it, they think it's wonderful, but the second they're able to touch something, the second they can interact with it, it takes that appreciation, that connection to a completely different level, and we're able to provide that here in our ocean, so it's really wonderful.
That's what's so beautiful about the Life exhibit, is being able to get up close and
Absolutely.
experience it. All right, so I love the ocean so much. It's such a calming Zen place, but we still have one final place, the rainforest.
Correct.
So let's head over to
Sounds
the
good.
rainforest.
Okay.
We are now here at last in the rainforest, and you can feel that we are in the rainforest.
You sure can.
And that's the beautiful thing, just like the ocean, you feel like you're immersed.
Absolutely.
This is quite a special place.
It is. It offers you a little bit something different than the other two environments. Those environments you can find in your backyard. You can go to the ocean. You can go to the swamps here in Florida. The rainforest is something that if you can't find a place like here at the Orlando Science Center, you'd never be able to experience these animals. You get the hot, humid temperatures here in Florida, but not this lush environment and the animals that are in it. It is the immersive rainforest experience.
Obviously, we know we've got some company behind
do.
us as one of the animals in the exhibit. So tell me a little bit about, let's talk about the birds first, because
Sure.
you've got birds flying overhead.
We do. So we have a perch over here where we have our sun conures. This is a mated pair, Rio and Tika. We also have free-flighted birds in the exhibit, 15 of them that are roaming the exhibit, flying around, going in and out for their food sources. We have a two-toed sloth in the exhibit, red-footed tortoises. Behind us we have a waterfall with our cichlids. So a whole bunch of different species that you can come in and they are moving around you completely, no barriers between you and them.
That is what's really cool, is when you walk in here, first of all, the fact that it is so high and you can hear the birds,
Yep.
you can hear the sounds of the waterfall, you feel
Yeah.
the humidity. You guys have done a great job
Thank you.
of making people feel as though they are in the rainforest.
For sure, yeah, it's a wonderful thing to experience and to see all the animals, and again, our interactions with them, and to be able to sit in here and feel like you're a part of this wonderful environment. It's something you won't get to experience in many other places.
So the sloth, I know, is one of the stars of the exhibit.
They're a very
and
popular animal, yes, yeah. And for us in general, everybody has a love for Miss Izzy. She does, for the most part, what sloths do. They are nocturnal animals, so she sleeps during the day, gets a little active at times if she's looking for some food or a new place that she wants to sleep in the exhibit. But for the most part, sleeping in her hammock is what she does, and then she's active at night.
This is really the showstopper here, isn't it? And you've really taken on quite a lot of challenges in interacting and being able to get all these species in one place. It's not an easy task.
It is not. Every single exhibit that you find here at the Science Center is a mixed species exhibit, which means that you have to take into account as an individual species, what are the needs of that animal, but how do those needs affect the next animal, and is that going to negatively impact them? And if it is, you have to make adjustments to figure out how they can coexist and all of them have those needs met in a positive way. It's a lot of moving pieces that are hard sometimes to figure out.
I'm glad you guys have figured it out, but it's also so satisfying to see the people walk in here and really feel transported.
Absolutely. And when you see the people come in and how excited they are to be here, how happy they are, you see the little kids getting excited to see animals that they've maybe only seen in pictures. It's something that we've been working for a really long time, and to see it all come together, it's incredibly rewarding. We're very, very proud of it.
Well, you heard it. If you can't experience the rainforest in person off in another continent, you can experience it here at the Orlando Science Center as part of the Life exhibit. Jennifer Voles, thank you so much for joining us, the Animal Care Manager here at the Orlando Science Center. So to check out more information about the Life exhibit or the Orlando Science Center in general, you can check out their website at osc.org.
Wasn't that amazing?
Yeah, it's really something where you can learn and you can also be wowed at the same time. 'Cause it's a wow.
It is a wow. It is beautiful. It is family fun. You always have something to take with you once you have that experience. It's really nice. Get ready to run, eat, and repeat at the Stuff Your Face race on November 1st at 8 a.m. This event features a professionally timed 5K and 10K run like no other. You can choose the classic race to chase your personal best, or take on the challenge course and stop at your local restaurant tents for tasty bites along the way. Proceeds support Empower's mental and behavioral health programs across Florida. The day promises laughs, cheers, and plenty of delicious chaos. For more information about registration and participation, visit empowerfl.org.
Garden enthusiasts won't want to miss the Mount Dora Plant and Garden Fair on November 1st and 2nd from 9 to 5 p.m. on Saturday and 9 to 4 on Sunday. Held in beautiful Donnelly Park in downtown Mount Dora, this annual event brings together vendors, nurseries from all over the state selling a wide variety of Florida native and exotic plants, gardenware, and arts and crafts. November is the perfect time for planting here in Florida, and experts will be on hand to give gardening advice. For more details, visit MountDoraPlantandGardenFair.com.
Theater lovers have just a few more days to catch the final script readings of Playfest 2025 at Orlando Shakes, running through November 2nd. This exciting festival showcases new and innovative theatrical works from emerging playwrights, offering audiences a chance to experience cutting-edge drama and comedy. Each reading will be performed by professional actors and directors. For tickets and showtimes, visit orlandoshakes.org.
Jazz enthusiasts should mark their calendars for the Maitland Jazz Band performance at Blue Bamboo on November 2nd at 3 p.m. Under the direction of Rick Ingaglia, this special concert honors the legacy of big band music with classic arrangements and contemporary interpretations that will transport you back to the golden age of jazz. Blue Bamboo's new venue provides the perfect setting for an afternoon of sophisticated rhythms, and for tickets and performance times, visit bluebambooartcenter.com. Tammy Diener Lafferty, who is a curator at the Alvin Palacic Museum and Sculpture Gardens, joins us to tell us about this very, very special place in our area. Welcome, Tammy. Thanks for being with us.
Thank you very much for having me. I'm happy to be here.
Every time I say Alvin Palacic Museum and Sculpture Gardens to somebody, their eyes light up.
Yes.
For people who haven't been, tell them what they will experience once they go there.
Well, I would say, many people say, oh, I have never heard of it, or I have never been there and I've heard of it. So I just want to say, I hope that everyone will come to visit. It is a very special place. It's located in Winter Park, Florida, on the shores of Lake Osceola. And it is not only a museum, it is also, we have an historic home. We have a sculpture garden located on the shores of Lake Osceola. And we also have an art gallery with rotating exhibits that we rotate 4 times a year with different, upcoming and new artists. We have an annual event called Winter Park Paint Out, which is very popular in Winter Park and is a lot of fun. And we also have Capon House, which is a second historic home, and there we host events, weddings and conferences, and it's available for rent.
Now, you just sort of slid the Sculpture Gardens in there.
Yes,
but
I
it
did.
really is a
Yes.
very special place.
It is a special place. I highly recommend people come and spend a day there. The Sculpture Gardens, it's a 3-acre sculpture garden, just lush with all kinds of different tropical plants. And nestled within the plants, you'll find as you turn around every corner, the beautiful sculptures created by Alvin Palacic. He built this home in 1950 when he retired, and he built it to be his studio and his home, and he was inspired by the same sites that you'll see when you visit there, the beautiful landscaping and the beautiful view of the lake. And he designed those gardens himself to display his sculptures.
It's a wonderful experience. It's reflective, contemplative, but also just so artistic.
Yes.
You're seeing so much beautiful design. The atmosphere, of course, and the setting is
Yes.
just amazing to be there on the lake. So if people wanted to bring their family, would kids really enjoy it as well?
Yes, we're definitely very welcoming to families. I think, one of the best parts is our 3-acre sculpture garden, so the kids can go out and run around in the gardens. It's fine to go up to the sculptures and touch them and interact with them. And we do have docent-led museum guided tours of the historic home, which will tell you all about the life of Alvin Polasek and about his artwork. But I would say they're pretty brief, and I think most kids would be able to follow along and enjoy it, yes.
So Tammy, tell me about Winter Park Paint Out. What would people experience if they participate?
Winter Park Paint Out is, one of the cultural events of the year in Orlando. It's very popular. It's been held since 2011, and the Winter Park Paint Out consists of plein air painters. 24, nationally recognized plein air painters. Plein air means outdoor painting. Come for Winter Park Paint Out for a week-long festival. And in that week, these painters create, up to 250 paintings. Our gallery is turned into a wet room, and as they paint, their paintings are hung in the wet room. And they are all available for sale. The proceeds help to benefit the museum and the artists as well. They paint on site at the Polasek Museum. The museum and the festival is free all week long. And we have painting demonstrations, so some of these artists will give demonstrations as to their techniques and how they paint. It's just a really wonderful, wonderful place to be. The painters can be found all over different sites around Winter Park and Orlando. So if you see, during the last week of April, we have this annual event every year. If you see painters painting away, it's most likely that they are part of Winter Park Paint Out.
And with the sculpture garden and just the beautiful locale, is there event space that you could have an event there?
Oh yes, we're very popular for weddings. In 2014, the museum had the opportunity to purchase, it's called Capen House. Capen House was located on the other shore of Lake Osceola, and the land was purchased and the house was to be demolished. And so a bunch of concerned citizens, including the Polasek Museum, got together and raised funds to save the Capen House. And they were able to, in a very short amount of time, raise enough funds to move and restore the home. So yes, it was moved across the lake. So I was not there at this time, but I've seen photos, and from what I understand, the house was actually cut in half, and then it was put on barges and floated across the lake to the Polasek property, and there it was reassembled together and restored, and it's just a beautiful historic building from the beginning of the 20th century, like early 1900s. Beautiful wood floors. It's just a lovely place to be, and it is available for weddings. We have many weddings, engagement parties, even business conference meetings there. It's a very photogenic spot. You can be married on the shores of Lake Osceola in the midst of the beautiful sculpture garden.
Very nice,
Yes.
very nice. And what a story you'll have to tell about your venue as well.
Yes.
Well, Tammy, thank you for being with us. And if you haven't been to the Polasek Museum and Sculpture Gardens, make your way there. It is one of the gems here in Central Florida.
Thank you.
Immerse yourself in Greek culture at the Orlando Greek Fest, November 7th through the 9th at Holy Trinity Greek Orthodox Church in Maitland. This vibrant festival celebrates faith in food with authentic Greek cuisine, traditional dance performances, live music, and cultural presentations. Enjoy everything from gyros and baklava to live performances by Aegean duo and traditional dance troupes. Admission is free. For more information, visit OrlandoGreekFest.com.
Honor our nation's heroes at the 26th Annual Orlando Veterans Day Parade on November 8th at 11 a.m. Mayor Buddy Dyer and the Veterans Advisory Council will lead this moving tribute to the courageous men and women of the armed forces. The parade will feature military units, veteran organizations, marching bands, and community groups showing their support for those who have served our country. For parade route and timing information, visit orlando.gov/veteransparade.
Celebrate Japanese culture at the Orlando Japan Festival on November 9th at Kissimmee Lakefront Park. Presented by the Japan Association of Orlando, this cultural celebration features traditional Japanese performances, authentic cuisine, martial arts demonstrations, and cultural exhibits that showcase the rich heritage of Japan. Families can enjoy hands-on activities, learn about Japanese traditions, and experience the beauty of Japanese art and music. For event details, visit jorlando.org. Wow.
It's a busy week.
It is so much fun.
Yeah.
It is cultural. It's rich with food and excitement.
And music.
And music.
Yeah.
And family fun.
Yeah.
Being outside where we're not like sweltering in the heat.
This is the time.
Don't you love the fall? I love the fall.
Get out there.
Get out there and enjoy life, right? You're going to get out there. I'm going to get out
Oh,
there.
yeah. I'm out. I'm doing it. I'm doing it.
Get out there with us. That sounds great. Well, that wraps up this week of events. If you have one you'd like to share with us for next month, send us an email at cafe@ocfl.net. I'm Carissa Clark.
And I'm Clarence Reynolds. Remember to join us next week to see what's new and exciting in your community.
Hello and welcome to Taste of the Town. I'm Carissa Clark. I'm here at Old Red in Icon Park. And I'm so excited to be here because I love it. It's such a wonderful space. And their general manager, Brian Yule, is here to share a delicious recipe. Brian, thank you for being here.
Thanks for joining us.
Oh, this is delicious. I can smell it. I cannot wait for you to share. Thank you. Now, what is the
Absolutely.
name of this recipe?
So this is our entree called the Neon Lights Sizzlin' Shrimp.
Okay, wait, that is fun. That is fun. So how did you come up with the name?
So Neon Lights is a nod to Nashville and all of the downtown Broadway scene where all the
Right.
neon lights are kind of like the
all
main
lights up.
thing.
Yeah.
So it's a recurring theme in country music in general. So
Oh, that's a lot of fun.
it's fun,
Yeah, okay. And Brian's a little bit of fun.
a little bit.
You are. Okay, so wonderful. So please walk us through. It just smells so good.
Okay, so this one, when we designed this, we had in mind something that was fun and flavorful, but also on the lighter side. So we've got the two sides with this are two veggie options. So we've got fresh grilled corn on the cob. Who doesn't love that, especially in the summertime when it's sweet and coming out great? This is a relative newcomer to the menu. This is broccolini, just like its smaller, better known cousin, broccoli, but it's got a little bit more flavor and a little bit more body.
And that's beautiful. This is just a bright plate already.
Right, so the colors are great going into it. This one we grill on the char grill, and this one we saute with our homemade herb garlic compound butter. So a lot of flavors going on there.
I mean, you cannot go wrong with that.
It's great.
Okay.
The shrimp, they're peeled, deveined, ready to eat. These are medium-sized shrimp. You're going to get 3 skewers per order.
Oh, wonderful.
And let me see the best
How
way
many
to
do we have?
arrange
We have 1,
these.
2, 3, 4. Oh, that's
You're-
a nice portion.
You're going to get 15 shrimp, and that's 9 ounces. So this is a substantial meal here.
Yes, it is.
So we also sprinkle it with our proprietary barbecue rub, which is made just for Old Red, and all the Old Reds have it. So it's got that flavor going on. Then it's getting flat top grilled, getting juicy, getting delicious, and then we hit it with our Nashville Honey Hot, which also comes,
That's awesome.
so you get a little sweet and a little hot,
Oh, my word.
and it's a nice little contrast of flavors.
Brian, this is so amazing. So, I mean, if you ever needed a reason to come on in an Old Red, I mean, this is going to be it. I think it's inspiring because it's something that there's such a simplicity to it, but it's also incredibly thoughtful, right?
Absolutely.
Great. Wow. Now that is really fun. Okay, so when you come in here to enjoy this delicious plate, I'm gonna have a bite in a moment. I know that you have a lot of fun in here. So tell everyone a little bit about what goes on in Old Red.
Yeah, so we're most well known about our live music. We do live country music 7 days a week. On the weekdays, we have them during the dinner hours. And on Friday, Saturday, Sunday, we're going to have music all day long.
And what time does your dinner hour start?
So it's 6 p.m.
Okay, so 6 p.m.
Yeah.
All the way through. So you can come on in and get ready for some energy and live music and clearly some delicious food.
Absolutely, we're fun. We got a tractor hanging from the ceiling.
They do.
We've got world-class AV, sound and audio, so it's a show.
It is a beautiful space. I mean, it truly is. And so I also know that you run events. So is something like this something they'd be able to enjoy for events?
Yeah, on our private events, which we can accommodate of any size, up to 800, we can have anything that's on the menu, some version of it, party-friendly version, or anything that anybody could want. We can do carving stations, we can do sushi, we can do international cuisine.
Oh my goodness.
If they want it, we'll make it happen. The sky's the limit.
Well, how about this? I'm gonna have a little nibble because I'd be crazy not to.
How's that? Not too much heat?
Delicious. Like, I wanna have more. I wanna have more. Brian, so good.
Glad you like it.
Thank you so much, Brian.
My pleasure.
I invite you to go to the website for more information. Please come down here to Old Red so you can enjoy your taste of the town. Until then, I'll see you around town.